Hello, hello. Welcome back. Having just left off pretty much from trying to get everything to be built, uh, not looking too good on getting things done. But at least my guys have some stuff to do. So they're still replacing this floor. It shouldn't take too long. I just kind of want my people to be getting better. They're getting there. I like it because even if I'm having them build stuff, like they're look that construction's 43, 35, so um, things are definitely increasing. It's just frustrating that you know that it's not. I haven't had my workshops built. I don't remember even the last time that I've had it go this slow. Um, but yeah, so now my stockpile is still it's still glitched. It's annoying, but whatever. My stockpile is much bigger now, and the reason I want that is eventually I want them to just clean the floor up top. Winter time will probably warrant that, and they need space right now. Later on, they won't need space because I will have a ridiculous amount of like crates and things, and crates stock up to like 64 items, I think, or maybe 16. I don't remember what the stock game does, but the mod I think I have does up to 64. Barrels do 64. So the only thing that stacks to 16 is wheat. So yeah, we're putting the fruit here, and fruit only stacks to one. If I wanted to stack it more, I'd need to put some crates here, but I don't want to waste time building crates because I need the wood, not the wood itself, but the wood building process to be done. Uh, to be building these workshops, and I'm gonna actually do something I've never done before, and I'm actually gonna build another crude workshop. It won't take any it won't waste any time because it just takes a log and a piece of stone. So if somebody does build that, then it won't take any time from them at all. They won't, however, they won't build it until they're done doing this job. But anyway, my main point for doing that is hopefully it'll increase the plank or whatever else production. There'd be two people doing this instead of one, and hopefully that will speed it up by roughly twice the speed. But we will see. We will see. I don't want to get too hopeful, but it's something I'm trying at least. Um, so yeah, these farmers are still stuck just farming fruit all day, and that's really gonna be it's gonna be the rest of their lives. And the wheat will only really be farmed once they get really high level, or I get more farmers, which will happen. Cool, legendary orange wine. So I was talking before in one of my previous ones about creating, like, there's different like levels of things, and they're actually worth more if I can find this orange wine. Um, the icy belch apparently is what it's called. Um, that's what that wine is called, and that was worth 5, whereas the other ones are worth 1. And that's gonna happen with everything. You know, they can craft a legendary pickaxe, and it'll just help them mine faster, and stuff like that. There's no real way to get them to do that. They just have to get better, and then it's just chance, like kind of like any other game, really. But the thing is, like, if you do statues that are like that, then they're worth way more, which means you can put them in a room and somebody's like super, like, they get a lot more worth, which means they'll rest better, and they'll perform better. So yeah, it's just overall, you want things to be crafted at a higher level. It's kind of common sense, I guess. But yeah, it there's no way to like get them to do that. So it's frustrating because a lot of the times, especially in the beginning, you're gonna have to make copper or tin statues, and the issue with making those is that they they they're not worth much, and most of the time they're made poor because the people making them don't know what they're doing. But yeah, I don't know why clippings are here at all. The clippings shouldn't be here unless I accidentally put clippings there, but I don't think I did. but whatever, it's not that big a deal. Um, they should be, yeah, they're relatively close to being done replacing this floor. Like I said, it didn't take that long. I could have, told them to specifically do one thing at a time, but that just seems like such a waste of time to me. Anyway, I have all the fruit right next to them, so that's awesome. The person doing the fruit won't have to worry about oh great, and now this one can't even create anything because there's too many planks, because they made a bunch of planks but they're not making anything with the planks. But now I've freed it up, but it's just frustrating because it's like, come on guys, just make the stuff already. I'm building this other one. Hopefully that will make this one that people will be making things here as well. I don't know. Maybe I could just have them crank out a few chisels for me. Just be done with it. And that really shouldn't take them that long. And I don't need these after I get somebody that can make chisels, or a thing that can make chisels. I think the stone mason can, but I'm not positive. But yeah, basically, just kind of, trying to get to that point in time where things are not being made on a crude workshop because it doesn't do anything. It's frustrating, but it's the way the game is intended. Obviously, they want you to take your time and kind of be building up. And actually, if I did build things too fast, which I've done it before, where I'm building things in a successive order, I actually build things too fast, and I don't even have enough materials or anything for it, so it doesn't really help me any. But yeah. The sun has risen, day 11. So they're done with that. Now all my people who are building are just basically stockpiling things. These guys are taking clippings, and I think... So I didn't tell them to pick fruit, but I think sometimes it'll give me the fruit anyway when I take the clippings. So I'm already getting so much more food from these trees as well. And they're going to make clippings, which means they can plant more. These ones are where all my logs are going to be coming from. And trust me, it will be a giant grind to get anything done. Because it's a headache. It really is a headache to get... To have this many different types of trees, but eventually over time my guys will be cutting wood really fast and I'll have tons of logs. In the beginning I'll be running out. 3,000 seems like a lot, but it will quickly evaporate. So yeah, oh cool, they are done harvesting all the fruit now, and they're actually harvesting the wheat and everything, and wow, they're planting cotton, so they really must not have anything to do. But that's cool. That's what I want them to do, right? I mean, I want them to be getting towards that that level. And now we'll be making beer, so the fruit that's sitting by the wine thing isn't really that helpful because now I actually have grain. But yay, we're actually building something. This is the stone cutter, so now I can make blocks. And the reason it's showing 3 different types of blocks is just because of all the I'm just going to put this craft to 20, and I'll have that ready for me now. And the reason... Yes, we're getting the stone mason, too. The reason that it does this is because the mods, they all 3 just kind of sit there and tell you... Or, like, they all... Like, the different mods have to have a certain command line. I was reading into it. It's super annoying because, like, if I right click here, it's like it's the same stuff. Clean floor, clean floor, clean floor. It's like, geez, over and over and over. But it's just the mods. And unfortunately, they haven't found a way to get it to stop that. But so now I can, once I make the saw blade, which I would like to make now. I'm going to move it up, actually, if I can. Get the saw blade made. That means that this is one step closer. Not done, but one step closer to being done. And they made 5 chisels for me, so those are just sitting there if I ever need them. I'm sure I will need them. Once I get the saw blade made, and the saw blade is actually, or the workbench gets done for this, and this gets made, I can actually just completely get rid of my crude workbenches, which I will do, because the sawmill or whatever will make planks way faster. Now that I'm at this point in time, I'm probably going to start making particular, like, I don't know what the word is I'm looking for it, but um, I'm going to start making workshop houses, warehouses, basically. But yeah, that's not going to happen right now, but it will happen soon. Um, because I still need for this to be made. It's not being made yet. I do have the saw blade now, so now I just need a workbench. Once I make a workbench, then we're in. Oh no, we're not. Oh, we are. This guy can make pretty much, yeah, they can make a workbench here. And it's frustrating because they should be making a workbench here, but they're not. I think because the jobs that I had them do before, yep, there we go. Now two people can be making a workbench at once. Yeah, it's overall it's just a headache because the jobs I generated them beforehand, so they didn't make them. Yeah, it's just, see that, there you go, the workbench. You see how fast that workbench got made versus here. And they are making a chair. Cool. So we're getting somewhere. And I think I really could get rid of. Oh, what I do want to do, I don't need my logs for anything else. So I want somebody sitting here just making planks for the rest of their life, pretty much. And that's just gonna be what it is. They're just gonna have to deal with it for the rest of their lives. They're making planks, forever and ever and ever and ever. Whoever happens to decide they want to work for me there, they're gonna be making planks. So we got our knife. We're actually got our kitchen. We got a butcher shop. We're getting somewhere now. Anyway, that does unfortunately mark the end of this episode. I will continue. I will be a new gnomes, going through the new gnomes in the next video. So thank you for stopping by. We're actually getting somewhere with our workshops. I'm going to start changing out the floors over here and getting a house basically set up, or I guess you could call it a house. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.